Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got the final game of this three-game series, the rubber match between the Milwaukee Brewers and Washington Nationals. Leading off for the Brewers, playing second base is Vina. Batting second, playing short is Yount. Batting third, playing third is Molitor. Batting fourth, playing first is Fielder. Batting fifth, playing right field is Yelich. Batting sixth, playing left field is Braun. Batting seventh, playing center field is Ogilvy. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Nielsen. And batting ninth and on the mound is Sheets. And for the hometown Washington Nationals, we have leading off playing left field Lou. Batting second, playing shortstop is Turner. Batting third, playing second base is Murphy. Batting fourth, playing center field is Harper. Batting fifth, playing third base is Rendell. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Carter. Batting seventh, playing right field is Soto. Batting eighth, playing first base is Segui. And on the mound, batting ninth, El Presidente, Dennis Martinez. Let's get down here to the field and get this party started. And they'll lead it off here for the Brewers is Vina. He's up with it, fires over to first, and there's quickly two down. And Paul Molitor comes to the plate, batting .345 with 3 homers and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be against our righty 15, and that's going to be a base hit. Infield hit for Molitor. He's aboard here with 2 outs. Brings up Prince Fielder now. And Fielder's batting .194 with a homer and 5 RBIs. That's going to be a base on balls. So now you got first and second. All this happening with 2 outs here. And up to the plate now steps Christian Yelich. He's off to a great start, batting .364 with 4 homers and 9 RBIs. Can he give the Brewers a lead here? And nope, that's going to be popped up down the third. Rendell makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The Brewers strand too. We go to the bottom of the first. Milwaukee nothing. Washington coming to the plate with Lou, Turner, and Murphy. Lou is batting .029. He is 1 for 34 with no homers and 1 RBI. Ben Sheets, this is his third appearance. He's 2-0 with a 1.69 ERA. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nope, it's going to be a ground ball down the first, rather. And there is 1 out. And Trey Turner comes to the plate, batting .118 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Let's see here, 34 and a 1. That's going to be fielding column 3, and that's going to be an E1. Sheets makes an error. Can't pick it up cleanly. Turner's aboard here. That brings up Murphy now. And Turner's going to be off and running, folks. There's no way they can throw him out. So he's down at second with a stolen base. And now you got a runner in scoring position with 1 out. And Murphy at the plate. Murphy's batting .273 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Let's see if he wants to tag up here. So that's a fly ball out to center field. 52 and a 2 is probably fielding column 2. Nope, fielding column 3. And we need to roll another dice. And he's going to stay put. So That's a fly ball out to center. Now there's 2 down. And up to the plate now is Bryce Harper. Can Harper deliver here? Harper's batting .306 on the year. He has 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a 14. That's going to be a ground ball down the short, over the first, out to fielder, and that'll end the inning. Turner gets stranded at second. We go to the top of the first, still no score here. You got Braun, Ogilvy, and Nielsen due up. And Braun, he's batting .309, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Ryan out for out number 1. That's Martinez's first strikeout of the game. And Ben Ogilvy comes to the plate now. And Ben is batting .152, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Turner. Easy play for out number 2. And Dave Nelson comes to the plate. And Dave's batting .185. He's got a homer and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 13. And that's going to be a base hit. Dave gets aboard here with an infield hit. And that'll get Ben Sheets at the worst out of the way here. He won't be leading off to third. And Ben, he's over 6 on the year. That's going to be 23. 36 and a 2. That'll be fielding column 1. Single up the middle. And the runner will stop at second. So back-to-back hits here. And all of a sudden, Dennis Martinez in a little bit of a situation with 2 outs. Can't get this all-important third out. And Vina's up. He's 0 for 1. Flew out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So a 2-out rally here by the Brewers. Base is full of Brewers. Everywhere you look, Nielsen at third, Sheets at second, Vina at first, and Robin Young at the plate, who is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Can Dennis Martinez get out of this mess with nobody scoring? And yes, he will. That's a deep fly ball to center field. But there's room out there for Harper, and that'll end the inning. So he gets the bases loaded with 2 outs and gets out of it, and it's still a nothing ball game, folks. So we go to the bottom of the second. Rendon, Carter, and Soto go up here for the Nationals to see if that costs the Brewers, leaving 3 men on base. Rendon batting .174 with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Anthony. That's going to be a base on balls. So the Nats get the leadoff batter aboard here. And Gary Carter comes to the plate, and he is struggling, folks. He's only batting .125 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball out in front of the plate. That's going to be a hit by pitch. And Gary Carter gets hit. I guarantee you Sheets didn't want to do that with him only batting .125. Puts the runner in scoring position. And Soto's up. And he's batting .316. So he definitely ain't hitting Carter to pitch to Soto. Soto's got 2 homers and 6 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That'll be fielding column 3. And they'll get the runner at second. And Juan beats the throw down the first. So now you got runners on the corner and 2 down. 1 down, rather. And Segui up first and third. David's batting 185 with no homers and one RBI. That's going to be a pop up, I believe. That's an infield fly. Let's see here. Infield is a 6, 7, 11, 28, 31. That'll be fielding column 2. That's a foul ball back behind the plate near the screen. And Nelson makes the catch, and now there's 2 down. So it's up to Dennis Martinez to come through on his own here. Dennis is 0 for 1 on the year. Can he deliver first and third? Was first and second and nobody out. Now it's first and third, 2 outs. It's up to Martinez. Can he help his own cause? And that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Dennis out. And the Nats leave 2. Still no score here in Washington. So we go to the top of the third. You got Molitor, fielder, and Yelich due up. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Molitor, Paul, he singled his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field or left field. Out to left field. Lou makes the catch for out number 1. And now you got up fielder, and fielder walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And that'll be only the second strikeout for Martinez. And Christian Yelich comes to the plate now. 2 down, nobody on. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. Yelich makes it down to first. And Christian might try to get in scoring position. That'd be an 8-27. He's going to try to get in scoring position. 27. That will be a 53 or lower. And he's in there with a stolen base. So now you got a runner down at second and 2 outs for Braun. Can Braun deliver here? He is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a catcher. A 31 and a 9 should be fielding column 1, that's for sure. Yep. And that's going to be popped up in the fair territory. Carter calls for it near the plate, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. And Christian gets stranded at second. And we go to the bottom of the third in a 0-0 ball game. You got Lou, Turner, and Murphy, the top of the order, due up here. Lou 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Lou gets on here for the first time today. And that brings up Turner. And they're going to do a little hit and run here, try to stay out of the double play. Turner reached on a error and stole a base back in the first. And that's going to be a 35 on a hit and run. And the catcher, a 35 and a 6. Not very good. That'll be fielding column 3. And that's going to be a strike. And Lou's going to steal second. So strike 1. And now you got a runner down at second. And the 0-1 pitch to Turner. Can he deliver here and get the Nationals on the board? And that's going to be a base on balls. So Turner's down at first and second. And Murphy up. Still nobody out here in the third. Can Murphy deliver? He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a 14 and a 9. That's going to be a single in the left field. And that's going to field the bases with nobody out. They're not going to take a chance on it. So bases are full of Nationals and nobody up. And if you're the Brewers, you don't like who's coming to the plate. You got Bryce Harper coming up here. He is batting .300 on the year with 4 homers. He's 0 for 1 today. Can Bryce deliver here and bust this game open for the Nats? And that's going to be a ground ball. Infield back. 45 and a 3. That'll be column number 2. And that's going to be out at. They're going to turn the double play. That's going to be a 1-6. That's going to be a 3-6-3. And no, that's not going to be a double play because of Harper being fast. They're going to get the put out at second. That's going to be a 3-6 put out. The run will score. The Nats lead this game 1-0. And we got a runner down at first now. Wait a second. What just happened? Do an undo here. Bases are full. So now we got first and third. First and third. And 1 down. Harper down at first. Rendell at the plate. Turner. They're going to play back for the double play ball. Rendell is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. Yes, it is. That'll fill the bases again. So the base is full, and that's for the second time in this inning. And Gary Carter's up. And Carter, can he bust out of this slump that he's in? He got hit by a pitch his first time up. Base hit here could blow this game open. And that's going to be a 2 balls and no strikes count on him. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Can Gary take advantage of it? And he walks the hard way. Sheets walks in a run, folks. That's his 5th walk of the game. They go out and talk to him, asking what the hell's he doing? Throw strikes. Now you got Juan Soto up, who is batting .300 on the year. He grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. That should be fielding column number 2. Barely filling column number 2. And that should easily score Harper here. The question is, will the other runners tag up? So 50, 56. I think that was filling column 2, right? Yeah, filling column 2. 46. So a 32. So they're going to throw the ball in the third. Harper's going to tag up and score and make it a 3-0 ball game. So a sacrifice fly. And now it's 3-0 runners on first and second for David Segui. And Segui's 0 for 1. He popped up the catcher his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty of 15. That's a base hit in the left field. And Rendon's going to score. And Carter will stop at second. So another run scores. And it is now 4-0. All of this happening in the third inning. And Ben Sheets now has El Presidente up. He struck out his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to Christian Yelich. That'll win the inning. But the Nats score 4 and take a 4-0 lead into the top of the fourth. You've got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Brewers. Ogilvie, Nilsson, and Sheets. You see the team comparisons. The Brewers are 9-4, batting .229 with a .305 on base, slugging .439 with a .744 OPS. And Washington's 5-8, batting .212, a .291 on base percentage, slugging .399 with an OPS of .690. And now you got Ogilvie up batting .147 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Martinez coming after him now that he's got a 4-run lead. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. And Nilsson, he singled his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Harper with a nice running catch comes in, catches that one for out number 2. That brings up Ben Sheets, and he singled his first time up because we don't need no stinking DH. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Turner, and that'll end the inning, folks. And the side goes down in order. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. It's still 4-0 Washington. Got the top of the order due up here for the Nats. Lou, Turner, and Murphy. Lou, he walked, stole a base, and came around to score back in the 3rd as 9 batters came to the plate. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. There's 1 down here in the 4th. And that brings up Trey Turner. And Turner, he's 0 for 1. He walked and came around to score and also reached on a error and stole a base. That's going to be a ground ball down the out over to first. Now there's 2 down. And the Murph's up. Daniel Murphy, he singled back in the 3rd. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Ben Sheets settles down after that rocky 3rd, gets the Nats in order. To the top of the 5th we go. And the top of the order due up here for the Brewers. Vina, Yount, and Molitor. And Fernando is 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up. That's going to be a ground ball down to Murphy. Over to Segui for 1 down. And now Yount's up. And Robbins 0 for 2. That's going to be a ground ball down to Rendon. 2 quick outs here in the 5th. And it's up to Paul Molitor to keep this inning alive. 1 for 2 today. That's going to be a base on balls, a 2-out walk. That brings up Fielder. And Fielder's 0 for 1. He has yet to put the ball in play. He's walked and struck out his last time up. Not this time. Fielder connects, folks. Where's this ball going to land at? That's going to be a double in the right field. And with 2 outs, probably going to score Molitor, who has damn good speed. Let's see here. P right. So he pulls that ball down the 3rd. It's in the left field. So it's down the left field, not right field. And Alou's got a cannon for an arm. We'll see what happens here. 26. Yelich is up. There's 2 outs. Say we send him 26, 52 or lower. And he's in there easily. So that's an RBI double. And it's now a 4-1 game. And now you got a runner down at second. And Christian Yelich is up. Can he keep this inning going, folks? He's 0 for 1. He has walked and stolen a base his last time up. And that ball is hit hard. That ball is driven into the gap. And that'll be a double in the left field. Back-to-back doubles has now cut this lead in half. It's 4-2. And Braun's up, and all this coming with 2 outs. Martinez was cruising through 4. Now he's got Ryan Braun up 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Segui's up with it. Tosses it over to Dennis covering. And that'll end the inning. But the Brewers score 2, make it a 4-2 game as we go to the bottom of the 5th. And that's leading here. They got the big boys coming up, Harper, Rendon, and Carter. Bryce is 0 for 2. He had a grounded into a force play, but drove in a run and came around the score. Here's the pitch to Harper, and that ball is hit well. This has turned into a slugfest all of a sudden, folks. See where this ball ends up at. And that ball is driven into the gap, and Harper's got himself a leadoff double to start this 5th inning. Trying to get them runs right back. Anthony Rendon up now with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. And Rendon, he has walked both times today. And not this time. That's going to be a 15. It's going to be a ground ball down the short. A 56 and a 9. That'll be fielding column 2. And he'll look the runner back to second. Yount will throw over to first. Now there's one down runner still down at second. And Gary Carter comes to the plate. Carter is walked and been hit by a pitch and drove in a run. Here's the pitch to Carter. And that ball is well hit. That ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? And kiss it goodbye. Gary Carter with a 2-run shot puts the Nats back up by 4. It's 6-2. That was Carter's first homer of the year. Nats would like to see him get hot here. Now there's one down, nobody on for Soda, and he is 0 for 1. He had to sacrifice flies last time up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Sheets comes back, strikes him out. That's out number 2. And David Segui comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He had an RBI single his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. 44 and an 8. And that's going to be a nice play down there by Vina. He had a rough game last night, but not today. That's a nice play, and that gets him out of the inning. But the 2-run shot by Carter makes it 6-2. So we go to the top of the 6th. Got the bottom third of the order due up. Ogilvie, Nilsson, and probably a pitch hitter for Sheets. Ben is 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Dennis. Tosses it over to Segui for out number 1. And Dave Nielsen's up. He's 1 for 2. He has singled and flown out. Here's the pitch to Dave. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's out number 2. And that is going to be it for Ben Sheets. We're going to go to the bullpen here. Sanders will come out. Ken Sanders will come out and pitch. Let's see who's going to pitch hit here. Need to get somebody on here. And Cecil Cooper's going to come out and pitch hit. Cooper down by 4. And Cooper's batting 136, no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Harper. That'll end the inning. And the Brewers go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Nationals with a 6-2 lead. And Sanders will be coming on here to pitch. And this is Sanders' fifth appearance. He's 1-0 with a 2.08 ERA. He'll be facing Martinez, Alou, and Turner here in the bottom of the sixth. Dennis is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Ryan Braun comes charging in, makes a nice catch, and robs Dennis of a hit. There's one down. We're back to the top of the order in Alou. Alou is 0 for 2 today. He did walk, stole a base, and came around the score back in the third. Struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Yelich. 2 quick outs, 2 fly balls, 2 outs here in the sixth. And Trey Turner comes to the plate, 0 for 2. He has walked, scored a run, and stolen a base. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and Sanders strikes him out. And the Nats go down in order. And we go to the top of the sixth. 4-run lead for Washington. Got the top of the order due up here against Dennis, Vina, Yount, and Molitor. And Vina's 0 for 2. He has a walk in the game. And not this time. He squares it up, folks. Where's it going to land? And that ball is driven into the gap with a leadoff double. So the Brewers now with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out for Rob and Yount. Trailing by 4. Yount's 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And the runner will get down the third. That's a 4-3 put out. Now the runner's 90 feet away. 1 out for Paul Molitor. And Molitor is 1 for 2. He walked and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Might be a pop-up down the second, a 53 and a 7. That'll be fielding column 3. Yeah, that's a pop-up down the second. Murphy gets under it, waits for it, makes the catch, and Vina's still down at third. But now there's 2 outs for Fielder, and Fielder's 1 for 2. He has an RBI double and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Soto. He waits for it, makes the catch, and Vina gets stranded at third. We go to the 7th inning stretch in a 6-2 ball game. Sanders will be facing Murphy, Harper, and Rendon. 3, 4, 5 hitters. And Murphy is 1 for 3. Singled and struck out his last time up, though. That's going to be a ground ball down to Vina for out number 1. And Harper comes to the plate now. Harper's 1 for 3. He's got a double. And he came around the score, and he had a RBI back in the third. And that's going to be a ground. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. They strike Harper out. There's 2 down here in the 7th. And then you got Rendon due up. And Anthony's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and came around to score in the game. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts. Sanders pitching well after coming in. And the Nats go down in order. To the top of the 8th we go. They've got a 4-run lead, though. You got Fielder, Yelich, Braun, and Ogilvie due up here in the 8th. And Martinez is due up 4th. They like to see him get through this 8th inning. We'll see here. We shall see. If he gets in any trouble here, the bullpen's up and ready. Christian Yelich is 1 for 2. He is a walk, a double, an RBI, and a stolen base. He doubled and drove in a run his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball against the righty. Minus 412. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Christian Yelich goes the other way with it and gets aboard here. We'll give him 2 base runners. And that'll be it. And that brings up Ryan Braun. He is struck out, popped up, and grounded out. See the Brewers' upcoming schedule. They leave town, go home, take on the Giants for 3 games, and then the Dodgers come to town after that. Braun 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be 19 and a 7. That's going to be a ground ball down the short, 22 and an 8. That'll be fielding column 1. They'll get the runner out at second. That'll be a 6-4 put out. Braun beats the throw down the first. They can't turn 2. Now there's 1 out. Ben Ogilvie up to the plate. And Ben, he is 0 for 3. He's grounded out twice and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Lou. Now there's 2 down after the leadoff single. It's up to Dave Nielsen here to keep this inning going. He's 1 for 3. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be at 4, 12 and a 9. And that's going to be a nice play out there by Juan Soto. Lays out, makes the diving catch, saves that. Maybe a double, definitely a single, takes it away. And that ends the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still 6-2 Washington. And you got Carter, Soto, and Segui due up. Carter 1 for 1 today with a 3 RBIs. He had a 2-run homer, and he walked and driven in a run. And that's going to be against the righty. 21. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Christian camps under it and makes the catch. There's 1 down. Juan Soto comes to the plate now, and he's 0 for 2. But he has an RBI in the game. He struck out his last time up. Not this time, folks. He squares this one up. And they're looking to cash in. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. Juan Soto just hits his 3rd homer of the year. Makes it a 7-2 ball game. And that might be turn out the lights. This part is over. They're up by 5. David Segui comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the 3rd. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Vina. That'll be out number 2. And now we'll have a pitch hitter here for Martinez. And we'll see who's going to come up here. And against the righty, you got the 2 switch hitters. You know what? They're going to let's see here. They want to do fielding wise here. I don't think they're going to. Yeah. Let's see here. They're going to let Zimmerman's going to pitch hit here, and they're probably going to make some defensive changes going into the 9th inning here. So Zimmerman's going to pitch hit. And Zimmerman, he is batting .200 on the year with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Robin. Yount throws over the fielder, and that'll be the inning, folks. But the solo homer by Soto makes it a 7-2 ball game. Now we'll see who's going to come out here and pitch. And it might be Chad Cordero coming out to pitch. Yeah, Chad's going to come out here and pitch. And let's see here. And they're going to, so Chad will come out and pitch. Batting a 9 spot. Do they want to? Leave a Lou in. Leave a Lou in. Let's see here. Orlando will come in. Play short. Batting the 2nd spot. Turner will come out. So he'll come in and bat in the 2 spot. And Vidro will come in. He'll play 2nd for Murphy. And the outfield, I guess we'll keep the outfield the same here. So that's all the defense and pitching changes. So Cordero comes in to pitch. This will be his 6th appearance of the season. No record, no ERA. Got the new second baseman in Vidro, a new shortstop in Cabrera. And you got a pitch hitter coming up here for Sanders. Then we're back to the top of the order and Vina and Yount. So let's see who's going to come off the bench here. And BJ Surhoff's going to come off the bench, it looks like. So BJ's going to come off the bench, try to start this 9th inning rally. Brewers need a lot of help. They're down by 5. And BJ's batting 136 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Chad. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Harper camps under it. He waits for it to come down, makes the catch, and there's one down here in the 9th. And Vina comes to the plate. 1 for 3. He's walked and doubled his last time up. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Juan Soto makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. And the Brewers are down to the last out, and Robin Yount's up. He is 0 for 4 today. He's grounded out 3 times, twice to second, once to third, and flew out to Harper in center. And that's going to be a base on balls. The Brewers aren't done yet. Still a life here. That brings up Paul Molitor now. And Paul, he is 1 for 3. He is singled, he's walked, came around the score, and here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That'll win the ball game. And the Nats win 7-2. And the Nationals 7 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Brewers 2 runs, 7 hits, out hit the Nats, but couldn't even come close to the score, and 1 error. You had Christian Yelich with 2 hits. That's the only multiple hit player on the Brewers. The Brewers were 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They left 10 men on base. The Nats didn't have a single player hit more than 1 hit. They were only 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. They only left 5 men on base, though. Got the job done. That's for sure. Ben Sheet, he falls to 2-1, his first loss of the year. 5 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs. The 5 walks hurt him bad. Struck out 4 and gave up a homer. Sanders comes in, pitches 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 3 strikeouts, and gave up the homer to Soda. And El Presidente gets his first one of the year. Dennis Martinez is now 1-1, 8 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, walked 4, struck out 4. Cordera comes in, 1 inning, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And now we'll take a look here at the standings on leaderboard. And the Braves now are 2 games up on the Mets. And with the win, the Nationals are now 2.5 games back. The Phillies are 3 games back. And the Marlins are 4 games back. And the Brewers, with the loss, are now a game up on the Cubs, Cardinals, and Pirates. The Reds are a game and a half back. And Houston is 3 games back. And in the National League West, San Francisco's 2.5 up on the Dodgers. Diamondbacks and Padres 3 games back, in Colorado 4.5. Ralph Garr is leading the National League with a .436 batting average. Sammy Sosa and Barry Bonds with 10 homers each. And Sammy Sosa with 19 RBIs to lead the National League. Kyle Hendricks leading the National League with a 0.6 ERA. And now you got 4 pitchers, because Gio Gonzalez adds his name to the 3-win list. Kent Colby with 5 saves on the year, leading the National League. Sammy Sosa's leading in the MVP voting, and Juan Marischal's leading in the Cy Young votes. Our next game will be an American League game. Let's see what teams will be playing in our next game on the channel. And the next game on the channel looks like it's going to be the Twins taking on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Pasquale going up against Snell. See how many game series this is. 1, 2, just a 2-game series. Yep, just a 2-game series. We'll check and make sure. Look at the Twins here schedule. And make sure it's just a 2-game series here for the Twins. Yep, just a 2-game series, the 13th and 14th, folks. I want to thank everybody for stopping by today. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell for reminders. Hit that like button. None of that stuff costs you a dime, and it helps the channel out. Till next time, you all have a great day and take care.